And welcome back. Okay, so last time the game crashed as we were about to defeat the refuge of the outcast. So we will try that again, and if it crashes again, then I guess we'll just have to skip it. Or maybe I'll try to do it on my own, which means this actual recording either won't exist or I'll make like an edit. We'll see. Anyway, so we have these new guys, so yes, I decided to make Asger here, the wild man, an axe duelist, which might be stupid actually, because his actual melee defense is going to be quite poor for a long while. It's not horrible thanks to dodge, but if he gets hit by a staggering effect or a dazing effect, his survivability is quickly going to plummet. He is going to rely on freedom of movement, and that is also not exactly optimal because he gets -20 initiative from lumbering. But yeah, at least for now, I will go with this plan. I might change my mind at some point and pivot into the shield expertise perks instead, or something like that, we'll see. We could even go with something like staves, so we get +16 defenses from staff block, and the staff spin stagger days stun effect is very valuable as well. So we might consider doing that, but I really want to make use of this axe. And currently our only axe user is Borghild, who doesn't even have axe mastery yet. In theory, she could also wield this one-handed axe, but I would also like to get duelist in that case, and that's going to take a long while. And in the meantime, I do want to keep using this axe as well. So yeah, that's the plan currently. It's not the best plan, but it is the plan. Next up, Ragna is going to be a spear user. We bought this malignant long pike. And I would like to get a lot of perks, so we'll see how many of them we actually get. One of them will be probably Favorite Enemy Barbarian, just to unlock the legendary contract to kill barbarians. That is a very difficult contract from what I remember. Like extremely so. So we'll see if we get to that point, if we can even handle it. Next up, Dowen, still a bit of a question mark. We might even fire her at some point because she's just not that good. Has superstitious and her melee skill is pretty bad. Does get fast adaptation to patch it up, but we'll see. We shall see. So two-handed swords is one option here. They get a minor boost to the chance to hit, and a slightly larger bonus if I go with an S-stock, as we can see on Herman here. So if we use just this great slash ability, we would get +15% chance to hit. But yeah, it's quite likely that Dowen here will either get fired or maybe I'll go shields with her. We'll see. But yeah, let's try this undead fight again. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. And the game is at the highest possible speed at the moment. I'll keep it like so for a little bit at least. This terrain is very different from last time. Doesn't really matter that much. Let's let them slowly lumber towards us and start decapitating them. Alright. Move a bit closer here. Okay, and yeah, well, don't need to tax my brain too much in this fight. And once again, the plan is to get Gajon or maybe Chloe, though Chloe is kind of occupied here. So let's get Gajon up to the necromancer's faces so that they can no longer do their necromancer things. I'll turn down the combat speed a little bit, it's making me a bit seasick. Guess I could have launched for Sir Engelbert there, but... Okay, Chloe gets horrified, but only takes 1 damage thanks to freedom of movement and nimble. I do think freedom of movement might be a little bit too strong, so maybe it deserves a slight nerf. Then again, if you do get hit by a staggering effect, then it's far less useful. This is Barsami. And thanks to Born with the Board, even while horrified, Chloe activates Shield Wall. Well, the Horrify wore off there, but still. Right, I'll wait here. Let's see what happens. Okay, the Fallen Hero Champion went for bite attacks instead of using the famed sword that he's wielding. Quite silly behavior. Inspire the wolf. So last time, if I remember correctly, the game crashed when Tord was doing something, so let's see if that happens this time. Well, hopefully we won't see, but we shall see if we see. Okay, could move Asa here. Might take a little bit of damage from Sir Engelbert if we do so. Let's just wait for now. Decide later. Okay, go for this one. The Winselmatter is being protected by Sir Talbot the Corrupted here. It's not that big of a deal if we can't kill the Winselmatter fast here, because the fight is overall pretty easy. Okay, so we could move Gajon here or maybe to the north. Let's move to the north. There's a slight chance this Fallen Hero will decide to block the path there. And there's 2 Necromancers in this spot anyway. Also we get hit by 5% there. Could use a net here. It doesn't really matter that much, but might as well. Use a net there as well and move. Keep on killing. Guess I should have stunned Sir Engelbert. That was actually, as far as mistakes go, in a more difficult fight, that's a pretty big one. Here it doesn't matter. But yeah, that is a mistake. Definitely. Okay, let's rotate Sami further east here. And Asa just... well, I don't know. I mean, it's going to do a little bit of armor damage if Sir Engelbert goes for Asa here with the great sword, but shouldn't be too bad. Not with this amount of armor. Go for a couple of lunges there. And let's move with Gajon. Oh, this is blocking our path, so we can't launch at the Winselmatter. Let's instead do that. Don't have a great shot here. I guess I could go for the Wiener Ganger there and miss a 95. And Chloe continues to be targeted. It doesn't matter because of her huge defenses and back to basics, which will rally her if she starts to flee. But yeah, it's I don't know. Actually, if someone's going to be horrified, yeah, I want Chloe to be horrified. So, I'm not even bothered. Okay, and we do miss the stun there on Sir Engelbert. So we might take some damage. We'll see. Inspire Borghild. Okay, goes for a couple of splits there. Hits Asa and hits Herman, so we do take some armor damage, but nothing we can't handle. Okay, move towards the necromancers there. And we miss an 89 this time. Okay, sure. Let's do a couple of decapitations there. So I'm definitely not playing as well as I could be here, but since the fight is easy, it doesn't really matter. Also, I miss another 95 here, but it's no big deal. And there goes the Winselmatter. There goes that champion. Kill those bozos. Would prefer to not get hit again by Sir Engelbert's greatsword, so let's see if we can facilitate that outcome. And I don't want to get pushed on Gajon, so let's taunt here. He's always so happy taunting zombies. Not sure how exactly that's supposed to work. They're brainless, undead creatures. Why do they get pissed off if Gajon, some pseudo-Frenchman in the Middle Ages, points at them and laughs? Weird. But I guess I shouldn't complain. Anywho, we don't really have a good shot here, do we? Not really. Let's move a bit. Do we have anything else? Really lackluster shots, so let's move again. And we can't launch, sadly, so let's move. Go for a stun again. Okay, this time Sir Engelbert has been neutralized. And let's inspire... well, Volram for next round, I suppose. Good enough. Okay, keep on moving. Keep on flailing. Keep on splitting. Would really like to have Berserk on someone like Enhard, but alas, you cannot have everything. And that's one of the reasons why the Legends mod is so refreshing to play in comparison to vanilla, because the brothers you get vary so much with the perk trees. Okay, let's go for a launch here on Tord, so that he doesn't get to raise one of these zombies from the grave again. Also, we do miss a 94 with the launch there, but once again, doesn't make a difference. Does make the fight last some seconds longer, but that's basically it. And I might as well taunt, but I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Right, Sir Engelbert has been defeated. And this Wiener Ganger is going for Halver. Probably someone like Malabur can just take one crossbow bolt and take care of the situation. Might get hit here. He stuns the Necromancer. Okay. Good one. Good one, fallen hero. Alright. And we continue to inspire. Let's go for Malabor this time. And Tord is actually fleeing. That bodes well for us in terms of not getting the game to crash, because if he's fleeing, he can't attempt whatever ability he was going for, which means the game should not crash. Not sure if it's specific to a champion Necromancer, or if it's just Necromancers in general. What caused that crash? This one is also fleeing. Oh, you silly Necromancers. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting who's who. I was going for a lunge there. With the wolf, who doesn't have an S-stock. Has a longsword instead. Alright, so now it's just mopping up the rest of them. Oh, didn't take that tree stump into account. Oh well. Also, with someone like Asa, maybe I should be using the AoE ability more. I don't think I've used it even once during this run. For whatever reason. I don't know, it's very stamina intensive. We don't have a feeding rune. But I could do better with that if I really wanted to. Yeah, nice damage there. Nice lunges. Okay, one zombie left. No, it's actually a necromancer. Well, not a big difference. Alright, one more hit. Okay, good. Good. Borkild gets a level up. And let's take a look. So first up, the Glorious Shield. It's pretty meh, actually pretty bad. So the durability is pretty horrible. Rolled plus range defense and fatigue cost reduction minimum roll there. So this is very bad. Whatever. But what about the sword? Okay, does have enhanced damage and more effectiveness against armor. So pretty nice. We probably will be using that. We also get the Witch Hunter's Captain, which is fine. Plus 5 resolve at moral checks against fear, panic, or mind control effects. So that's okay. Okay. Good. Now let's save the game in case we get another crash. Like so. And Borkild level 17. Could use some more resolve. I would like more hit points. I would like more fatigue as well, I guess. But we don't really need more fatigue with Battle Flow and Iron Lungs and the eventual Axe Mastery. So never mind, I guess, about that. So let's take resolve here. Okay. And we need to camp again. Yeah. Let us set up camp here. Have a couple of repairers. And mark some stuff to be repaired. Also, we got a famed dagger. I should look at that, I guess. Even though it's not going to be used, I don't think. Unless we want to, like, puncture someone. So let's take a look at the dagger as well, since I missed that. Okay, so it's not very good. But I guess we could use it anyway, so let's give it to Sami here. It is -2 fatigue cost. And since it is a rondel dagger, it is better than a regular one. Even if the damage roll isn't enhanced otherwise. Okay, let's set up camp here. Next we are going to Aidstead. I could check this undead camp as well. Or we could check this Necrosavant lair. If there's a champion there, we will destroy them. Don't want to attack the trading caravan. So we're not salvaging. Should have probably done that. Alright, let's break camp and check out this undead camp here quickly. So there's a slight graphical bug here for whatever reason. Okay, we do have a champion, Sir Baranor the Unbreakable. So this will be easier than last one, because, well, we don't have any necromancers there. But let's level up Asker, who leveled up there during training. Level 7 now. Also +3 melee defense, very nice. And doesn't get mind over body, so we can ignore this resolve roll. Let's take the initiative. And let's go with Nimble here. Already has Nimble armor equipped. Alright, so do we go with the same lineup for this? Probably. We could bring in our new guys, but there's really no point, I don't think, unless we want to like get experience on them, but they do level up while training anyway and while doing caravan contracts and deliveries, etc. So let's just go with our proven lineup. Though maybe I don't want to bring in Malobot here because of the Höllenhunds. He's not like at risk of dying or anything, but I don't want to deal with their teleporting effects. And also Sir Hilda should have fresh nets equipped. So let's bring in someone. Probably not Oscar just yet. Just bring in Farouk, I guess. And I still haven't decided if I'm going fully tanky with him or not. Like basically can't go full tank because we don't have shield perks and we don't have underdog. But yeah, with this amount of melee skill we might still do damage things even with the indomitable pick here. We'll see. Kind of needs a lot of more perk points to be a good damage dealer. So that might never happen. But let's take care of this camp here. 23 enemies should be easy. Okay, for the most part I'll let them come, but we don't want to hit this Höllenhund. Preferably with Borghild, I guess. Though the wolf's longsword slash is good enough as well. So let's do that actually. Okay, it's teleported next to Gajon, which is fine. Don't want to hit it here because it would just teleport somewhere else and it might be a worse spot for us, and also the spear attack is going to do very little damage. Could go for the crumble here though. I mean, why not? Okay, well that's better than being next to Gajon. And for next round, let's inspire Sami. And also move Boldamin over here. Okay, and now we wait again. Also, that seems to be a famed two-handed axe, which is semi-exciting. We'll see how it rolls. Right, wait. Let the Wiener gangers come. Alright, let's start killing. The Winsel Matter is going to be slightly annoying. They pretty much always are. But shouldn't be a problem at all. Could use nets, but there's no real good target here. We'll use one on Sir Baranor maybe. Okay, let's not kill this one so that Sir Baranor doesn't get a split man attack possibility on Herman. So Inspired Boar killed, but it's a bit wasted since we can only move and attack once anyway. Can we rotate her? Probably not, so not the biggest deal if we waste the Inspire there. Whatever. So that's one reason why inspiring someone with a 4 AP attack is far more simple. Don't need to tax your brain with that. Nice damage there. Okay, use a net, I suppose. Get another one out. Use one there. Miss a 95. And we don't get a kill to activate Berserk either. Let's taunt this fallen hero so that he doesn't break the net. Might as well shield wall as well. We get horrified here, but we waited, so that will instantly clear itself. Okay, someone needs to hit the Höllenhund so that Halvor doesn't get hit. And let's inspire the wolf for next round. Okay, there it goes. We might even be able to craft one of those banshee necklaces again. Need to remember to check if that is the case after this fight. Though my memory isn't the best, so let's see if I actually remember to do it. Oh, I ended turn there with 9 action points. Oh well. That's what you get when you autopilot. Are you still taunted? No. Okay. The Winselmatter is in love with Einhard. Let's just go for the damage there, it's fine. And inspire. Well, the wolf, sure. Okay, there goes that undead puppy. Good one. Sparion. Okay. So this fight is basically over. Okay. Let's see what we got. Famed Axe is pretty okay. Has enhanced damage and more shield damage. So in a fight against Scrats, we probably should be using something like this, but we already have two famed two-handed axes. So I'm not sure if we'll be using it in fights that don't necessitate something that can break shields. So let's take a quick look, a quick comparison here. Here. So we have, let's see, we have this Bardish, 89 to 113. So this does deal more damage. Doesn't have the same amount of armor ignore, but does deal more damage against armor. So it's basically on par with this one, though this one does have the split attack, which is pretty useful in some fights. And with this axe, 89 to 107, okay, so it does deal more damage, but the armor ignore and the effectiveness against armor is better on this one, so I'd say that this one is better. So this is like, yeah, we probably won't be using it in the long term, but we might use it in some fights. Yeah, probably. Not a bad find by any means, but would prefer to find something like a famed S-stock, because Herman here is still using a regular S-stock. Anywho, let's continue on our way to Eidstedt. Also, Hubert and Enhard have brawled. Okay, Eidstedt is now safe. Let's check their recruits here. Nope. 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 And final chance with Banged. Nope. Okay, good talk. We do have a black market here. And we do have the money for one or maybe even two items. Let's take a look. We have another famed axe. This one is actually very nice, but I don't believe we'll spend almost all of our money on it, since, as I said just a moment ago, we already have 3 famed two-handed axes, even if they're not quite as good as this one. But let's compare once again for a little bit. So the damage roll is far better, and it also has more armor ignore. So definitely a nice weapon, but since it would be almost all of our crowns, and because we already have 3 famed two-handed axes, I will skip it. Yeah, so I don't think there's more to be said about that. Then we have this pole hammer, which is not horrible, but also not overly exciting. We'll leave it be. We already have a very good one. Over here, both have the -3 fatigue cost roll. This one has more effectiveness against armor, but ours has more damage in general, so ours is better. Then we have this spade, which we will skip. could make use of an item like this with a very specific character that gets the spade perks. We don't have one. We have a famed golden dag, and indeed it is very nice. Rolls a very nice damage roll there, and also has more armor ignore. We might even buy it. It is almost all of our money, but we might buy it. It is very, very good. We can do a comparison once again, since we have one on Enhard. So let's compare. 100 to 138 damage. Is that the exact same damage roll? Yes, it is. Okay, so this one has plus stagger chance. I'd really prefer to have the armor ignore instead. So a very nice weapon, but since it costs almost all of our coin, we need to consider it a little bit. So let's not buy it just yet. Let's look at the other weapons as well. Here's a Zweihander. It's okay. Has more damage. We just got a Zweihander though. Where is it? It is over here. Or is this a Zweihander? Yes, it is. Okay, so this one's damage roll is far worse than this one. But this one has more effectiveness against armor. This weighs less. That's always the worst thing in a weapon like this, if it rolls less weight, I would say. So the issue here is money. We can only buy one thing. And it's probably not going to be the Zweihander, even though it's pretty good. Let's keep on looking. So here's a pole flail. I will skip this. It only gets plus effectiveness against armor that I care about. The chance to hit head is arguably pretty good though. But I would prefer to have something that has more damage on it. It's an okay weapon, but we can afford to skip it. Here's a famed one-handed cleaver. Rolls plus damage and plus fatality chance. We already have a good cleaver, so we'll be skipping this. Even though this one might be better. But at the moment our cleaver user kind of needs the -3 fatigue cost per attack that our current one has. So let's leave the cruel cleaver be. Here's a dagger. It's meh, whatever. Here's a pretty nice warhammer. Rolls plus damage and more effectiveness against armor. This is going to shred armor. We don't have a hammer user. That's one thing we should rectify at some point. Once again, if we buy this, it's going to be almost all of our coin. So even though, yes, it's very good, we probably skip it. I am leaning towards this golden dag. Golden dags, very nice weapons. They have versatility. You can use the thrust attack for a plus chance to hit, or you can use the cudgel attack for dazing and more damage. And they also come with the two-handed mace stun attack. So let's equip the golden dag here. Yeah, so they get thrust, they get cudgel, and they get strike down. A strike down is very nice. At least if you have a mace master. Would prefer to have a mace master with berserk who would use a weapon like this, but alas, we don't. I guess we could decide to make Borghild into a mace user instead of an axe user. But I would like to keep using this Crescent of Rage as well. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Yeah, and the issue is, if you can call it an issue, is that who's going to wield the second golden dag if we buy it. Oscar could actually do maces instead of axes, but then this Ravenous Reaver would have been bought unnecessarily. So yeah, we can't use every single good weapon we get. I guess Volram could use a non-reach weapon, though it's a bit of an issue with his melee defense and melee skill. Does have rotation. He also does not get berserk though. So yeah, that golden dag would be very nice in the hands of someone like Borghild. And it would deal more damage also. So maybe we should actually take maces on Borghild instead of axes. I don't know. I do not know. Eventually we'll find more people that can actually wield these things, and we can fire someone like Dowen here. Could even fire Dowen already, since we already have 24 fighters in the roster. And she does have superstitious and a pretty bad melee skill. She's not terrible by any means, but she's not going to be as good as the potential recruits we can find. And as far as damage dealers go, she's not going to be stellar. Yeah, I think we'll fire her already. Let's do that. If we lose more people, then someone like Dowen here would be a better recruit to have around, but it's been a little while since we lost anyone, so let's fire Dowen here. We'll pay her 90 crowns to bugger off. Strip her naked as well, because that's just how we do things in Battle Brothers. Goodbye. I will keep Ragna and I will keep Asker. At some point we might decide to offload Dag as well, though we might want to use interpretation and anatomical studies at some point. And also, I have marked field repairs here. It's, in my opinion, probably not a very good ability, but it is a necessary perk you need to unlock the blacksmith retinue. So let's take a quick look here. Repairs all armor, helmets, weapons and shields worn by your man, even if they're broken or lost because your man died, and increases repair speed. So one of the best retinue slots you can have. And it requires a mercenary who has taken the field repairs perk. So just for that even, we might just keep Dag around. We'll probably replace either training dummies or the pre-filled contracts with the blacksmith tools there. Anywho, I got off on a tangent, so let's decide on which weapon we are going to buy here. Did I even look at this Shamshir? Probably didn't. It's pretty good, but I'll skip it. Has more damage. There's also these famed javelins. They are pretty good. They roll plus damage and plus chance to hit. Let's see. Yeah, they are better than these heavy javelins. So if we had a thrower, this would be worth it. We don't have a thrower though. And it's very possible we never will, because those are difficult to find even with our requirement of having hate for beasts on everyone who fights. So yeah, I think we'll buy this golden dag. Very versatile, good weapon, can be used semi-effectively even without mace mastery, though we'd definitely prefer to have it. It is almost all of our money, but we can handle it. The other option would be this Grizzly Crusher, which is... it is very good, I will say. if we found someone who could use one-handed hammers effectively, this weapon would be perfect. Just absolutely perfect. So arguably, you could consider this one to be a better buy, but currently, I think the Mad Joffret's baton makes a better purchase. And yes, the Zweihander is also good. And the two-handed axe is also very nice, but let's buy the golden dag. Yoink. And hopefully we'll actually be using it, because it's a bit silly to spend 30,000 crowns on something you're not even going to use. So let's take a quick look on Borghild here if you want to use it on her. The cudgel attack is 120 to 158. Okay, so the damage is not quite as good. It ignores slightly more armor and we get more options of what to do. I would like to keep using the Crescent of Rage. So we'll have to decide on who gets to use Mad Joffret's baton. I guess it's better than this one, so we could give it to Enhart for now at least. I mean, Asker, you could be using maces instead of axes, and it also means we get to skip Duelist, which is one more perk for something else. In that case, we would like to skip Overwhelm and possibly Onslaught as well, because, yeah. But then again, we do like having a weapon that costs 4 AP to use. On someone like this, who doesn't get Berserk. I don't know. And it would mean skipping the use of the Ravenous Reaver. So I don't know. Also it bugged out here again. The famed knocker. But yeah, like I said, we can find someone eventually who will make a good candidate to use it. We could use it on Hubert, I suppose. Hubert is very perk hungry. I would like to get so many things here. Muscularity for more damage, Killing Frenzy for more damage. Mind over Body, possibly. We can probably deselect that though, since we don't have Fortified Mind. Battle Flow, always nice with Berserk. But yeah, I think Hubert makes a good mace user. That means skipping the use of the Malignant Harbinger, but alas, you cannot do everything. Also, he has been healed from his severe concussion, so let's bring him in here. Okay, is that all we want to do here? Probably not. We probably want to sell things as well. So let's quickly look at the weaponsmith, even though we don't have money. Okay, there's nothing famed. Alright, let's see what our selling price is. We don't actually have a shield here. Do we have anything else? That is a good amount of coins that we can compare. How much is this worth? 5,000? 2,000, 319. Okay, so it's not the best selling price ever. We do still have some room in our inventory. And we can salvage some of this junk. But I guess we'll sell some of it anyway. Salvage these and that. And those. Sell these and that. And that. But yeah, I guess I'll salvage most of the stuff. And I'll keep these around for now. I'll sell these, I guess. And these adrenaline glands. Alright. What about tool price? it's tolerable. So we can buy over 200 tools. Let's see how many that is. Okay, we can still buy more. Let's buy all of the tools. Don't need food. So I guess we are finally ready to move on, or we could sell actually these things. It was actually bought from here, wasn't it? No, it was bought from 8-Wicksborg, so we can sell it here and advance our ambition. So we do need kind of more cash here, so we should sell things. Even if we are not making a profit here. Can use these cloth rolls for something. Craft something maybe out of them. But yeah, we should sell a couple of things here still. Don't need this regular ball hammer anymore. Ball mace, just in case, I'll keep it. Won't be using this cleaver. Sell it. Don't need a great axe, a regular one. Don't need a heavy crossbow. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. And we are finally ready to move on. Trolled road to Hockdorf. Let's check if this Necrosavant lair has a champion in it. We see the Black Company. We are going to leave them be even though they have a champion. I don't want to piss off this faction any further. Let's also save the game in case it crashes. Okay, we don't have a champion, so I'll just leave this be. Can check this one though. Crypt of the Elder. Okay, we see orcs or goblins going off somewhere there. Okay, there is a champion in this lair, so let's destroy it. Also, you might have heard that. There is thunder outside. Exciting. Shouldn't be a problem for my computer. It's connected with a surge protector. And the surge protector also probably unnecessary in this building, but oh well. Don't need to stop recording because of that. Okay, so is this the lineup? Probably. Hubert, yeah, you're healed enough. Yeah, let's go in with this lineup. Also, yeah, I forgot to check about the Banshee trophy necklace. Let's see if I remember it after this fight. Okay, what famed item do you have? Is that a famed winged mace? Possibly. Possibly, maybe. Or you have famed armor somewhere there. Well, a famed winged mace would be nice, but let's wait and see what it is. Activate shield wall there manually, just to conserve the Born with a Board 2 free uses of it. Doesn't really matter in this fight, and I don't really remember to do that all the time, but I guess it doesn't hurt if I remember to do it here. Okay, and for next round, let's inspire Sami. Put you over there. Guess I could have moved Hubert. Let's move Jon. Oh, are you a... No, that's a regular. That's a military cleaver. I thought for a second that this guy was a champion as well, but that is not the case. Alright, let's inspire. Okay, I guess it fits thematically. The thunder to this undead fights. I think it was audible on the recording. Seems to be almost on top of my building here. I can't make sure since I don't see out of the window. Anywho, let's start killing some undead. Do a lunge. Do that, do this. Kill, kill, kill. It's a 95, but whatever. Here come the ghasts. It's been a while since we saw ghasts, I think. We've seen Winsel mothers around, but not ghasts. If I remember correctly. Also, I forgot who I'm using. I thought this was Baldwin for a second. Once again, autopiloting. Miss a 95. Borkild is fleeing. Oh, you silly Borkild. You're so silly. Okay. So we do have quite a few famed weapons that I would like to be using, but we just don't have the people that would be good to use them with, I don't think. So we have that nice two-handed cleaver, we have the bardish, and we have the nice polearm as well. But sometimes it just works out like this. Can't really make use of every single item, even if they're very good. We could, in theory, use something like that on Herman, who's using a non-famed weapon still, but I have already given him two-handed swordmaster. I guess we could give the Swayhander to him instead of the Estok, since that is famed at least. Let's see if I remember to do so. I'm just autopiloting this fight since there's basically no challenge here. Oh. Once again autopiloting. left Wolf with 5 action points there, after inspiring him. Eventually we might find famed orc weapons. So famed two-handed axes and flails, those are extremely good weapons. And when that happens, we kind of won't be having the opportunity to use the lesser weapons. Even this two-handed flail will be obsolete at that point. Guess that's one of the good problems to have too many nice things. I wonder if you can taunt a Geist. So I could have taunted it with Gajon. I would imagine you can't, but who knows. So I've played this game for a whole lot of hours and I still know so little about it. Never defeated the Kraken because the game has crashed every time I've attempted it. I don't think I've done the Sunken Library ever either. I've never done the Windmill fight, I believe, because I think you require the Kraken fight to do it. Is there something else I haven't done? I haven't done all the legendary beast contracts added by the Legends mod, because it's such a pain to unlock them. And not all of them will be worth it. I don't think the White Wolf contract is going to give us a reward that's going to be worth it, for example. The Redback Spider contract probably not really worth it in my opinion, because I don't think we'll be wanting to use the Redback Spider dagger or the helmet that it enables you to craft. Anyway, we have defeated the undead again. We get a famed winged mace. It's not great, has more effectiveness against armor and weighs less. But if we want to use a famed, well, not a famed, if we want to use a one-handed mace, then this is going to be it for now. Can use a shield with it. Alright. So we have enough heads in our collection. Let's save the game. We didn't get a level up, did we? Nope. Alright, so I think that's long enough for this episode. Next time we'll continue to patrol and maybe see if we can find some juicy camps to destroy here. Maybe find a caravan contract going to the south so we can finally get a famed gun for Malabode here. Still using a tier 3 crossbow, a regular one, which is a bit sad at this point. Look at all the famed items we have. We've sold so many of them as well. But I guess it's not the biggest deal. Okay, so that's enough for now, and I'll see you next time.